Yes, it's me again. I just wanted to share with you a haul from Friday. So Friday last week, I managed to get a day off, and of course, I have lots of things to do, but one of them is always to go vintage shopping or op shopping. And although I struck out in a few places, and I was horrified at the price of some of the things that I came across in one particular location. I did manage to pick up some bargains and some lovely things, so they haven't defeated me yet, the op shops, and I just wanted to share. So to kick off, I just got a few little pieces of pottery. I got this really cute, really cute, just a little relish dish, I guess, with a spoon. If anybody knows what this is, if this is something that I'm not sure of, like if I'm missing it, it looks interesting that it has the rest. So I'm assuming you're putting your spoon in there and then scooping out whatever's inside. But look at the colours. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. I think it might be maybe from Chile. It doesn't have anything on the bottom except for like a tiny little stamp, which looks like it says, God knows what it says, A12. Yeah, so it's just impressed. You can't really see it there. Yeah. So I don't know anything about it otherwise, other than I like it a lot. So that was a great little score. I also picked up this dish, and you're going to understand why. It was $2, and I just couldn't leave it there. I know it's very sad. It's got some massive damage, crackling. And is there anything you can do about that? Like, is there a way to clean that? Like if I hit it with bicarb and vinegar or something, would it work? Does anyone know? Or is it just beyond repair? I think it might be beyond repair. It's a Royal Dalton dish, but I just thought it would be great a catch-all, you know, for your keys and stuff on your front door, at the bowl that you put your bits and pieces in. And if you had enough bits and pieces, you wouldn't even see that on the bottom. But they were going to put it in the smash pile, and I'm so glad they didn't, because I'm sure I can find a home for it. I mean, it's really just it's a saving piece, not a making money on piece. And probably along the same lines is this. So this is a really shallow little dish. I'm assuming it was a tile, although I don't know because it has this raised edge. As you can see, it's fully stuck back together, but they did a really good job, really good job. So even though it's got a little chip here and it does have some crazing, it's just so cute. I mean, look at that tube work, the lining and the fill. Doesn't have any maker on the back that I can tell, and it does have a little chip in the corner. Look, you know, she's seen better days, but she's still got life in her for some, you know, your rings and earrings or something just on your dressing table or in your walk-in wardrobe. Anyway, another save. I mean, what? That's all I'm here for, apparently. To save the broken things, because I don't have enough at home. I also got this, which is not a baby potty, although that's what it looks like. Oh, what am I doing? Anyway, it's just a little handmade little bowl. It says artisan sass, so I guess that means made by hand somewhere. I thought it would be great for pancakes, little pancake mix, good for pour one at a time. Really cute little painting on it. So yeah, that's a keeper. I also got this brass fruit bowl, I guess it would be. Nice little footed thing. It needs a bit of a clean, but I did something to it, and I don't know why I'm so red. Anyway, so it did have this blue enameling all the way around here. All the bits that are brass that you can see was blue enamel, but it had flaked off in some of the parts, and some of the parts were fine, but there was quite a bit of flaking, so I just got rid of the rest of it. Very gently, I just got rid of it, and it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks cute. So it needs some cleaning, which I will do. But yeah, quite a little sweet little piece. So yes, another saver, but I think a bit of profit in that one. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was probably, I think it was $8, and then it was on half price because it was yellow. So it was $4. So I think there's some money to be made there. Also picked up this little leather bound box. There's some red interior, really sweet little thing. But look at that. Do you know what that is? That's where the sticker was. That was where the price sticker was. So I should have taken my time. I probably should have wet it, but I didn't. I just peeled it off, and of course half of the paint came off. So God, that's annoying. Really annoying. So I'm sure I can probably fill it in with some paint. I definitely can do that. And I'll try and be very gentle and careful. So hopefully it'll look great, but it's sweet. I haven't seen a fully leather bound little box like that before. Probably from India, I'm sure. But yeah, great little piece. And that was, I don't know, I think that was $4. So that was a good pickup. I also picked up this big one. So this is an Arabia, Finland. I don't know the design. Somebody else will know it, I'm sure. It's a charger. It's huge. It's heavy. It's gorgeous. Doesn't have a chip or crack or anything on it anywhere. Perfect, you know, for anything you want. That was a bargain too. That was about $6. So I don't know what they were thinking, but I didn't ask. I just grabbed it. I also got two really good things that I was really happy to find. And the first one is this. Now, I don't know as much about Australian pottery as I would like, but one of my friends is, he did collect this potter for a while and introduced me to him. And probably people will already know who this is, but it's by a fellow called Derek Smith. And I think it's called Blackfriars Pottery. So there's a good stamp on the bottom. It's Blackfriars, and then on the top it's Royal Dalton, Australia, I think is the name of the pottery. But it's just absolutely beautiful. It's quite heavy, but it's a container. So you open it up, and then it's got this incredible blue inside, like the universe. There's no marks on it. There's no chips. Nothing. Incredible condition. So that was amazing. I think it's probably for a collector. I'll do some more research on it, but I only paid $8 for it, which was, I mean, look, for every time you go into an op shop and something is horrendously overpriced, there's something else that is completely underpriced, and I just don't understand what they're doing. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if that doesn't scream quality, I don't know what does. So I'm grateful that they don't. I'm grateful that they don't care for collectible Australian made pottery. But at the same time, I'm just, you know, confused. But anyway, that's all right. So this is a brooch. I know I'm on a bit of a brooch run at the moment, but I walked into one of the Vinnies closer to me. I had a look in the, you know, the jewelry cabinet, and it just jumped. I mean, it's beautiful. And I've never really seen anything like it. It was just screaming at me like a contemporary brooch, but then it has this sweet little safety chain and this tiny little safety pin that looks handmade hanging off it, and then some incredibly unusual sort of little stickers on the back. So I got them to bring it out and show me, and so I did a quick bit of research, and I couldn't find a whole lot, but there was a couple of examples. And so in that situation, even though I did pay up for it, and I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it at the end, it may not give me much profit, but it's a beautiful piece and I want to share that with my people that love these things. So for me, it's occasionally it's about buying something that I'm excited to find and excited to share. Now, I might not make a lot of money on it. I might actually just get my money back. I'm really not sure. But it also just shows, you know, people who follow me and who come to the markets and buy things off my website that I'm finding interesting and unusual and quality pieces. And that's, you know, important to me. So enough jabbering on. Here it is. So it's a little brooch, as I mentioned. It's a swallow. I'll take some photos of it so that you can see it in better detail. It might focus if I do that. Anyway, you can get the feeling, you can get the colours. It's absolutely stunning. And I thought it was glass. So initially I thought it was glass, which is like, well, that's risky because look how fine it is. Look at the detail on it. But it's actually plastic. And it's vintage. And it's probably early plastic. So it's made by an Australian called Raymond de Cusack, I believe. I did a quick Google and that's what I found. And it's got these little markings on the back, which I'll show you, which are just adorable, which is a strange description, but it's got like little stickers. So it's got a sticker here and a little sticker here, and then these two stickers on the back. And now the two stickers on the wings have completely faded and I can't read them, but the stickers down the middle say copyright reserved and then blue bird of happiness. Oh my God, of course. And then it's got this sweet little, you know, the chain and the pin to make sure she stays on you. It's incredibly delicate. It's very light and it's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got, yeah, you can. So the end of it, of the plastic at the back is here and the same on the other side. I'm not sure if that's broken, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was because it is incredibly delicate, but it doesn't seem to affect the look from the front. So I'm thinking the paint is still there, but it could probably do with some kind of pieces added to protect it from the back. But it's just stunning. Oh, I can't wait to give some photos to show you a bit more about it. And I know that you're like, oh, it's plastic, but we've, you know, Erstwilder, the brand that does a lot of contemporary acrylic brooches, I would say, you know, this is the forerunner to that, like well and truly. So it's probably acrylic, early use of acrylic, and because it's so delicate, I would imagine that not many of them have survived in one piece. But I'll do some more research for you. But yeah, and so I paid $50. And if I was buying from anyone else, I would be trying to negotiate that amount. But when you're at the Vinnies, obviously you can't do that. Although sometimes you can, depending on what it is. But I really couldn't do it in this instance. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, and I would proudly, you know, look at that. I'm really not much of a brooch wearer because I'm too young. Jokes. But I'm sure my brooch wearing time is coming sooner rather than later. But yeah, let me know what you think. And if you know anything about Raymond de Cusack, or if you have one of his pieces, I'd be so curious to see other examples. And there's just one more thing to show you, and that is a piece of art. So I do buy religious art occasionally because it's cool and usually looks really cool. And I found this one, which I thought was so cute. Look at it. It's a Hummel. It's just a print, but you know what happened? Look at that. That was how I bought it. So they've stuck a sticker on the front at some point and someone's peeled it off. So they put the sticker on the back this time. when I bought it, and I'm going to do some painting to fill that in and see if I can't just blend it in a little bit so that you can't see it anymore, or it's not as obvious. But it's so cute. Look, I love that kind of Renaissance face. The baby's adorable. Look at the, you know, the halo. Yeah, it's really cute. Really, really, really cute. So yeah, I was really happy to get that, and I will do my best to bring it back to life. But yeah, so that's the key pieces, I guess, from that haul. I've probably got a few other things, just, you know, little studio pottery mugs and a few other bits and pieces, but nothing major. So yeah, there you go. All right, I think I might wrap it up there.